what you think. So yeah, let's get in. Let's dive deep. Enjoy.
Welcome to So AmA aka Denise. I hope you find what you are looking for. Thumbs up the video and share. Now let's get it. Enjoy.
Albanian Zoj Z is also a cognate of Zeus. In both the Greek and Albanian forms, the original cluster D underwent affrication to DZ. Zeus is the only deity in the Olympic pantheon whose name has such a transparent Indo-European etymology. The earliest attested forms of the name are the Mycenaean Greek, Daiwi and Daiwo, written in the Linear B syllabic script. Plato, in his Cratylus, gives a folk etymology of Zeus meaning, cause of life always to all things. Because of puns between alternate titles of Zeus, Zen and Dia, with the Greek words for life and because of. This etymology, along with Plato's entire method of deriving etymologies, is not supported by modern scholarship. Diodorus Siculus wrote that Zeus was also called Zen, because the humans believed that he was the cause of life, Zen. While Lactantius wrote that he was called Zeus and Zen, not because he is the giver of life, but because he was the first who lived of the children of Cronus. In Hesiod's Theogony, Cronus, after castrating his father Uranus, becomes the supreme ruler of the cosmos, and weds his sister Rhea, by whom he begets 3 daughters and 3 sons: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. And lastly, wise Zeus, the youngest of the 6. He swallows each child as soon as they are born, having received a prophecy from his parents, Gaia and Uranus, that one of his own children is destined to one day overthrow him as he overthrew his father. This causes Rhea unceasing grief, and upon becoming pregnant with her 6th child, Zeus, she approaches her parents, Gaia and Uranus, seeking a plan to save her child and bring retribution to Cronus. Following her parents' instructions, she travels to Lyctus in Crete, where she gives birth to Zeus, handing the newborn child over to Gaia for her to raise. And Gaia takes him to a cave on Mount Aegeon. Rhea then gives to Cronus, in the place of a child, a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, which he promptly swallows, unaware that it isn't his son. While Hesiod gives Lyctus as Zeus's birthplace, he is the only source to do so, and other authors give different locations. The poet Eumelos of Corinth, according to John the Lydian, considered Zeus to have been born in Lydia, while the Alexandrian poet Callimachus, in his hymn to Zeus, says that he was born in Arcadia. Diodorus Siculus seems at one point to give Mount Ida as his birthplace, but later states he is born in Dicta, and the mythographer Apollodorus similarly says he was born in a cave in Dicta. While the Theogony says nothing of Zeus's upbringing other than that he grew up swiftly, other sources provide more detailed accounts. According to Apollodorus, Rhea, after giving birth to Zeus in a cave in Dicta, gives him to the nymphs Adrostea and Ida, daughters of Melisias, to nurse. They feed him on the milk of the she-goat Amalthea, while the Cohorites guard the cave and beat their spears on their shields so that Cronus cannot hear the infants crying. Diodorus Siculus provides a similar account, saying that, after giving birth, Rhea travels to Mount Ida and gives the newborn Zeus to the Cohorites, who then takes him to some nymphs, not named, who raised him on a mixture of honey and milk from the goat Amalthea. He also refers to the Cohorites, Re, Ing, a great alarum, and in doing so deceiving Cronus. and relates that when the Cohorites were carrying the newborn Zeus, that the umbilical cord fell away at the river Triton. Hyginus, in his Fabulae, relates a version in which Cronus casts Poseidon into the sea and Hades to the underworld instead of swallowing them. When Zeus is born, Hera, also not swallowed, asks Rhea to give her the young Zeus, and Rhea gives Cronus a stone to swallow. Hera gives him to Amalthea, who hangs his cradle from a tree, where he isn't in heaven, on earth, or in the sea. Meaning that when Cronus later goes looking for Zeus, he is unable to find him. Hyginus also says that Ida, Althea, and Adrostea, usually considered the children of Oceanus, are sometimes called the daughters of Melisseus and the nurses of Zeus.
So AmA Denise Jordan thanks you for listening and or reading this.